The group is laughing, and you step back before your mind can explain why. It is not hatred. It is the moment when the room starts asking too much from you. Smile at the right time, laugh at the right volume, stand close enough to belong, but not so close that anyone starts studying your face. So you move toward the doorway. For 1 second, your body relaxes. Then it happens. One person notices. A head turns. A smile freezes. More eyes follow. Suddenly, the quiet space you were trying to find becomes the reason everyone is looking. From the outside, it can look rude, shy, awkward, or cold. But inside, your body may be trying to lower the pressure of being watched while still wanting to belong. That is why this moment matters. Humans do not only notice noise, they notice who leaves the room.
It starts with a movement no one admits they noticed. The group is laughing. Someone shifts half a step back. Not leaving, not rejecting, just far enough to stop being swallowed by the circle. Their eyes move toward the doorway. Their shoulders drop. For 1 second, the body gets what it wanted. Air. Then the room catches it. One glance turns. Another follows. The laughter keeps going, but something has changed. The step back is no longer just a step. It has become information. And people hate unexplained information, so they explain it quickly. Maybe they are rude. Maybe they are shy. Maybe they think they are better than everyone else. That is the easy story. It is also the lazy one. Social baseline theory says the body reads closeness as safety. In plain English, being near the group tells the nervous system, stay known, stay included. So when someone moves away from the center, the group does not only see movement, it sees belonging change shape. That's why the person near the wall can become more noticeable than the loud person at the table. The loud person keeps the rhythm alive. The quiet person interrupts it. Modern groups make this even sharper because participation has become a kind of performance. Laugh enough. Answer fast enough. Keep your face available. When you don't, people fill in the blank. A group notices the person who changes the shape of the group. That doesn't mean the person dislikes anyone. Sometimes stepping back is the body's way of saying, I need less pressure so I can stay connected. Once that movement gets noticed, the real question becomes, what was the body trying to manage inside the circle?
Inside the circle, pressure rarely announces itself. Nobody is yelling. Nobody is pointing. It is just a normal conversation. People laughing, leaning in, checking faces, waiting for the rhythm to keep moving. But for some people, that rhythm is not automatic. They are tracking tone, timing, eye contact, when to smile, when to speak, how long silence can last before the room starts treating it like a problem. That is why being in a group can drain someone, even when nothing bad happens. Social baseline theory helps explain this. Humans often use closeness as a signal of safety. When the group feels safe, being near people can make life feel lighter. But when closeness starts to feel like being watched, the circle becomes work. The body reads the room like a live wire. One laugh means join in. One pause means adjust. One glance means check yourself. One face becomes something to solve. That is not always overthinking. Sometimes it is social monitoring. And social monitoring costs energy because the mind is trying to figure out where it belongs. Groups can make that sharper because participation starts to feel like performance. Be warm. React fast. Stay available. So the body learns a rule. If I step back, there are fewer signals to manage. If I stay near the edge, I can see more of the room. If I leave before attention lands on me, I do not have to wait for the group to decide what I am. Being in the group can feel tiring when your body is tracking the whole room.
Later, the person who stepped away is standing near the wall. They can still hear the group. They still care who is laughing. They still want to belong. But now there is space between their body and the center of the room. For a moment, that space works. Their face softens. Their shoulders drop. The room becomes easier to read because it is no longer closing in from every side. That is the protective part. Stepping away lowers the pressure of being constantly available to the group. No one says, perform for us, but the room still asks for it. React, smile, stay close, look comfortable. And here is the part people miss. The edge can feel air at first, then slowly become an address. The more often someone stands there, the easier it becomes for others to leave them there. The quiet person becomes the distant one. The careful one becomes hard to know.